Hi, Bob here at Reality Training. This is another in our series for leaders. Your challenge when you want to reshape your business. And in particular here, I'm thinking about social distancing. You want your people to come back and you're looking at the different social distancing rules, but you can't see how you can possibly make it work. This is a really big issue at the moment. And of course, you want to get the business functioning again. You want to see an uplift because we've been out for a while, and that's understandable. And then you look at the distancing rules, and it's not just about desk space, but also your cafeterias or your breakout rooms or your meeting rooms and any external space that you have. There's so many different elements to consider there. And for some businesses, it's going to be very hard to enforce those rules as we move forward. So it might mean that you're going to have to reopen a bit more slowly in order to get this right. And I think that's a really difficult thing to take on board, but to do it too quickly is clearly going to be dangerous. So look at the space you've got, be honest about what you can really achieve, not what you can get away with. Schools right now are doing some really interesting things. They're looking at how they can teach lessons both via cameras on computers, but also to some pupils in classrooms when they come back. So that's a way of having two things happening at the same time. And I think that the IT and the software and the hardware and that they're now beginning to use is showing them within the educational system that you can actually deliver to both audiences at the same time, which is a really good thing. And I'm just wondering, when it comes to businesses, is your IT software and hardware fit for purpose? Because if you've got lots of people working from home, then you might need to look at their broadband, you might need to look at their hardware, their software, etc. There are investments to be made there that are going to make that much more usable. And also, my big tip here is if you're buying IT, don't think short term, try and think long term. We heard about a company that spent money on laptops that didn't have cameras. They were cheap laptops, and they didn't think their network would cope if everybody had cameras. And they're now wishing they had them for better communication and for using them with customers later. So it's easy to make a mistake when it comes to buying IT like that. So have a think about those things. We'll see you on the next one. Bob here, Reality Training.